It is exactly 9 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us. You're watching NTV Weekend Edition, and there's a lot we've lined up for you this evening. But first, here are some of our top stories.
Tonight, patients struck as health workers strike. And doctors are now threatening to join in come Monday. Also tonight, the evil lurking in homes in Makueni.
Mara ya kwanza hapo kwa gate alikuwa ananiambia nikimwona niende, akaniambia shika 50 bob na usiseme.
Leila Mohammed puts a sexual violence epidemic amid the pandemic under the microscope.
For March up to date, we have been having cases of domestic violence whereby the women are more affected.
Plus, the multiple choice question and the tough test for the deputy president.
Wananchi sio vile tunafikiria. Wanaelewa maneno.
No rest for BBI politics as politicians Joe Nyaga and John Mukwe rest. And also tonight, for a leader happy to roll in the muck. Ousted Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko is dragging down a few names, and he exits kicking and screaming.
This is Weekend Edition with Zeynab Ismail.
Well, thank you for joining us. Our sign language interpreter this evening is David Agondoa. Now, the health crisis is deepening. Doctors will withdraw their services effective Monday next week after talks with the government appear to have collapsed. While in a public notice, the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union said the strike is due to unresolved issues after 8 months of engagement. The cadres of doctors to go on strike include medical officers, pharmacists, dentists, medical specialists, and all medical superintendents, county directors of health, doctor administrators, sub-county medical officers and interns will also strike. Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe had sounded a warning to health workers already on strike to resume work or face the sack. The termination of services will leave ailing patients in need of urgent health care stranded countrywide, worsening an already dire situation. Meanwhile, 390 more people tested positive for the coronavirus in the last 24 hours from a sample size of 6,277 tests. Now, this brings the country's total caseload to 94,151. And of the new cases, 363 are Kenyans and 27 are foreigners. 4 more patients sadly succumbed to the virus, bringing the fatalities to 1,633. However, 285 patients have recovered, 242 from the home-based care program and 43 discharged from various hospitals. The total number of recoveries now stand at 75,559. Nairobi County, however, leads with 103 cases, Mombasa 50, Nakuru 48, Kitui 27, Embu 21 and Kilifi 15 cases. There are 844 patients currently admitted in various health facilities countrywide and 5,916 on home-based isolation and care. To more sad news, 4 people died while several others were injured following a smash-up involving 2 personal vehicles at Rainga area along the Kericho-Nakuru highway. The driver of the Probox is said to have been trying to overtake when he collided head-on with the X-Trail, which was travelling in the opposite direction. Overspeeding as he was trying to overtake, thus the head-on collision occurred. The survivors are receiving treatment in various hospitals in Kericho. The bodies of the deceased were taken to the Kericho County Referral Hospital mortuary.
Sasa hizi magari, kuna hii Probox ilikuwa najaribu kufanya overtaking. Sasa kuna magari zingine zenye zilikuwa natoka Kericho, hizo gari zilikuwa zimekaribiana. Sasa hii ingine Probox ikaingia the right hand, another wrong direction. Ile ingine X-Trail ilikuwa inaenda Kericho, ikakutania tu direct, ikagongana hapo hapo.
Well, when you head to the ballot and decide to vote for a leader, what exactly do you look out for? Well, many have argued that former Governor Mike Sonko deserved what befell him for having failed to deliver for the people of Nairobi, whereas others argue political witch hunt on the part of the powers that be, coming after a major fallout with the executive. But as our senior political and parliamentary affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi tells us, Sonko is not going away quietly.
In a flurry of social media posts, ex-Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko accuses the Senate leadership of being coerced into executing his ouster last Thursday. Sonko has also promised a comeback, but without specifying his next course of action. In his prime, Mike Sonko has lived quite a political life, climbing the ladder from a convict to the capital seat of power, serving as the second governor of Nairobi.
With your permission, Mr. Chair, can I excuse myself for a second?
Yes, then you come back.
Thank you.
His antics and way of politics endeared him to the people, a huge following of which is drawn for most Nairobi settlements. But he commands a following even beyond the capital. His activities and political rhetoric seemingly endearing him even more to his followers.
Sonko could reach out to a particular group. So watu woga wanatend kuimagine kwamba ali reach out ametarget mayouth. Yali target watu wote. Ukiangalia kila mtaa kuna mavijana vikundi zote zimetambua Sonkore, unaona?
Rising from an MP elected in a by-election to senator and finally governor, Mike Sonko fashioned himself as the modern-day Robin Hood to the people's voice.
Anything that is well advertised, itaingiza watu box. So me, I think kwangu, kwa maoni yangu hivyo ndo vile Sonko aliingia ile place.
The people are not to blame. They were hoodwinked. They were cheated to actually elect more of a Trump than anything else.
Hatukujua kama angekuwa mtu wa vituko at the end. But I guess vile alikuwa anasaidia watu na wamama hivi. So I think kulikuwa na hiyo sympathy. Hatukuwa tumejua the other side of Sonko.
His managerial skills and development record saw the capital's ranking dwindle. His accusers say he was what is wrong with Nairobi, yet in this manner, he still commanded admiration from the electorate. And just like has been the case, accusing fingers have been pointed at city dwellers for voting in the wrong leaders.
These are leaders who suffer from what the Greek call hubris. They are arrogant, they are proud, they overrate themselves, but they are good at convincing people that they can make leaders.
In some political quarters, election or re-election depends heavily on how well you resonate with what ails Mwananchi.
Governor Sonko, we have seen the work that he has done. This guy, he has done something. Me personally, I can testify for what he has done.
We do not need a leader who is simply flamboyant and capable of promising everything on earth.
Whether he will indeed make a successful comeback to political life remains a matter of time, even as some argue that the constitution forbids the return of a leader who has been removed from office for such like reasons. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.
Well, the late veteran politician Joseph William Nyaga was laid to rest at his Mbeere South family home. Joe, as he was popularly known, was eulogized as a gentleman who navigated the country's political waves without ever playing the ethnic card. The Deputy President William Ruto led leaders in mourning Joe Nyaga, who succumbed to COVID-19 related complications last week.
The funeral of the late Joseph William Nyaga saw the reunion of the 2007 Orange Democratic Party's Pentagon, albeit one member less. A career banker, diplomat, politician and cabinet minister whose against the grain stance decorated his political career at his constituency in Mbeere South and at the national stage where he served as a minister in the governments of Presidents Daniel Moi and Mwai Kibaki. Still, he was a doting father, brother and friend until COVID-19 snuffed out his life last Friday.
Sasa tumeona na macho, hii kitu ni real. This was a very strong man. It is real. I would like to use this opportunity to urge all my age mates, my children's age mates, your parents, your grandparents, do everything in your power to protect them from this virus. It is real until the vaccine ifike simbali.
In life, Joe Nyaga was a true representation of what all of us wish to be. Good citizens of the Republic of Kenya, able to build the type of country we all wish to have. He was non-tribal while respectful of the unique cultures of our diverse citizens. Proud of our country while recognizing and pointing out its failings.
Joe's accommodative personality endeared him to all he worked with, a trait that seems to be in low supply in the current political arena.
If you mean good for this country, like Joe was, committed, honest, with dignity, and no politics of deceit, then this country will move forward and the good people will lead this country.
Let us build consensus on many issues. Let us walk away from this notion that if you have a different opinion from mine, you've become an enemy. Let us make our civil service work, because the debate around the BBI has gone on and on and on.
To ask all of us that we must not be too hard on each other. I think we can always build the necessary consensus that will bring people together. We can always find common ground, and we can always agree. When we look hard enough, we will get the options that will bring all Kenyans together.
President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM party leader Raila Odinga also eulogized the late politician in absentia. Bridget, Ghana, NTV.
Well, at the same time, there was no rest for BBI politics as Kabuchai Member of Parliament James Lusweti Mukwe was also laid to rest at his Sanandiki home in Kabuchai constituency in Bungoma County, while Deputy President William Ruto was also among the mourners, dismissed concerns that a multiple-choice referendum would be too complex for Kenyans. NTV's Zakis Mosame with the details.
Family, friends and relatives converged at Sanandiki Primary School in Kabuchai constituency to bid farewell to their Member of Parliament, James Lusweti Mukwe. Mukwe, who succumbed to COVID-19 complications on the 4th of December, was eulogized as a selfless leader who put the interests of the people first.
It was hard work that he achieved the top feat in many fronts.
Na kwa zaidi ya miaka 30 hakuna siku moja tumekasirikiana na James Lusweti tukifanya kazi pamoja. Hakuna siku moja nimesikia Lusweti ametusi mtu.
Here too, politics took center stage. Deputy President William Ruto, who was among the mourners, drilled down his earlier stand that the referendum can be held alongside the general election, and a multiple-choice referendum would not in any way be confusing to Kenyans.
Hata haya maneno tunasema ya kubadilisha katiba, tusidharau hawa wananchi. Kabla hatujakuja kuwaambia hawa wananchi waseme yes ama no, kwanza tuwaambie ni nini hiyo wanataka kusema yes ama no.
His allies took issue with ODM leader Raila Odinga's attacks on the electoral body.
Mimi naambia Raila Odinga awachane na Wafula Chebukati. He is not a prefect of state machinery. Angalia huyu anafanya kazi ama anafanya kazi nyingine hiyo. Baba achana na Chebukati. Chebukati anatoka hapa outside. The law is very clear. The independent commission, if you have a problem with the commissioner, you bring a petition to parliament, they look at the merits.
The elusive Luo unity was also part of the agenda when the leaders took to the podium, with the leaders accusing each other of derailing the quest.
Unge mkono wa Luya wawili, huyo ni Moses Masika Wetangula na Musalia Mudavadi. Those are our two leaders. And we must defeat BBI for some people to respect the poor people of the Republic of Kenya.
The Deputy President William Ruto has insisted that the referendum can still be done at the same time with the general election, asking ODM leader Raila Odinga to stop forcing the document onto Kenyans. Zakis Masame, NTV, Bungoma.
Thanks, Zacchaeus. Now, ODM leader Raila Odinga on Saturday moved in to seal perceived cracks between the Luo and Kikuyu communities when he hosted a section of elders from central Kenya at his Opoda farm in Bondo. The meeting by the Council of Eminent Persons of Murang'a, led by the chairman Joe Kibe, came just a day after a delegation consisting of Nyanza elders and political leaders held talks with their Mount Kenya counterparts in Kieni in Nyeri County. Okukusa reports.
In a symbolic act of reconciliation, the host and his guests slaughtered a goat and partook of it as they announced what they called new beginnings.
Raila, the owner of this home, is a good friend of ours for many years. So was his father.
Chair of Murang'a's Eminent Persons, Joe Kibe, while recognizing the role played by Raila in bringing multi-party politics in Kenya, said that they are ready to work with him in any capacity.
Because we shouldn't care where you come from, as long as you are a Kenya citizen. If you have got good ideas and you can lead us properly and all that, that's what we are interested in.
But while the meeting was full of political undertones and overtures, Raila and his guests did not leave room for speculations.
Recently we were in Nyandarua. Yesterday my other colleagues were in Nyeri. The other time we welcomed the Council of Elders here at Kajaramogi, and again we are going to be going there to meet with the people. This is basically trying to create some kind of understanding and interaction between people of different parts of our country.
The Building Bridges initiative also featured during the Nyamachoma eating session, with Raila saying that the visit echoed what BBI was all about.
It's not enough to say we have reconciled without bringing the people together. Two people can just go there and shake hands, but that does not unite the people. You have to facilitate integration, connections, and communication between the different parts of our country as we move forward.
What we are doing is not to conspire against other. What we are doing is to bring unity, because we know that there have been a lot of cracks between the Kikuyu community and the Luo community. And if we can manage to repair that crack, then we are making a move towards uniting the whole country, because this is one of the biggest cracks.
Okukusa, NTV, in Bondo.
Thanks, Oko, for that report. Now, here's something you can look forward to on the news tomorrow night. Well, our NTV's Olive Barrows sat down with the U.S. Ambassador to Kenya, Kylie McCarter, for a candid interview on everything from the contested U.S. election to the BBI. Well, here's a little of what you could expect.
When you read such stories of a passerby was passing outside the KEMSA office and ended up winning a tender, does it give you pause when you're thinking of donations, making more donations?
Some people say, well, you've been quiet, Beloza, you've been quiet. It's been 21 days. I think we may find that this is bigger than a 21-day problem.
The BBI, why do you say the process shouldn't be hijacked by the politicians? Do you feel it has?
Everyone has their motive.
You want to boost trade between
Correct.
Kenya and Kenya and the US, but you are, in your travel advisory, advising people to reconsider travel to Kenya. And in the same vein, you said it, the US has been hardest hit by COVID-19.
Right.
Isn't it then hypocritical?
Well, that's definitely a conversation you do not want to miss. It airs tomorrow night at 9 p.m. and you can tag at Olive Barrows at NTV Kenya if you want to be part of that conversation. Well, time for a fast break, but take a look at this. Well, this is what we want you to enjoy the tranquility at this nature reserve in southwestern France. These peaceful pictures make up our moment of calm. Now, a special feature on the sexual violence epidemic in Makueni will be coming right up.
Asante sana. Sasa, ni nini kingine ambacho unaweza kumfanyia msichana wetu?
Kila kitu, hata kufua nguo na aerial mpya.
Basi, tuonyeshe.
Hey, sasa fanya haya madoa yawe sugu zaidi. Sasa tufue kwa kutumia sabuni yako na kutumia aerial mpya. Aerial sasa inapatikana kwenye pakiti mpya. Unaniamini sasa?
Aerial huondoa madoa sugu kwa mwosho mmoja. Ijaribu leo uamini.
Kuchukua selfie ni kuchukua control ya future yako. Buy an Oraquick or Insti HIV test kit from your local pharmacy or through My Dawa. Hurry and get yours today at 150 Kenya shillings for a limited period of time. To talk to someone on how to use the test kits or interpret the test results and what to do next, call 1190. Amua kujua. Chukua selfie.
Set some time aside to relax and awaken your senses with Nivea Body Oil and Lotion. Available in cherry blossom, vanilla and rose scents. Carve out some me time with Nivea Body Oil and Lotion. Awaken your senses.
Experience the all-new PesaPop app from Family Bank. Enjoy a fresh new look with simplified navigation, access instant loans, save and earn interest, pay your bills, send and receive money locally and abroad, buy airtime and so much more. Download PesaPop app and make your banking convenient, easier and faster. PesaPop ni pesa bila stress. Family Bank, with you for life. Family Bank is regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
The new Maisha Alozinc Mabati from Maisha Mabati Limited. For the first time in Kenya, a roofing product that combines aesthetics with proven resilience. Its unique combination of aluminium and zinc gives it a 5 times longer lifespan than normal Mabati, thanks to the excellent state-of-the-art mill. It has 20 years lifespan, it's easy to install, it's flexible and durable. It stands up to severe weather conditions, has good abrasion and rust resistance, it's affordable and is approved by the Kenya Bureau of Standards and is available countrywide. It can be used for all applications. Always insist on Maisha Alozinc Mabati, a product of Maisha Mabati Rolling Mills, Ruiru.
We encourage pregnant mothers to attend antenatal clinics and deliver in hospitals. People on long-term care, such as those with diabetes, hypertension, HIV, and TB, are encouraged to keep attending their clinics for follow-up and taking medication as recommended by their doctors. Let's protect the elderly, ourselves, and everyone by adhering to the COVID-19 preventive measures this festive season. This message has been brought to you by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the European Union, the Government of Canada, and Amref Health Africa.
How do you design your kitchen? Design is very open. You can do anything which is comfortable to you with the space you have, but it should work professionally.
A review of a kitchen that boosts the look of your house.
It would be important to note at this point is the kitchen has now become the soul of the home.
What materials to use in your kitchen and how to pair tones when setting your stage.
Kitchen is the most expensive, stressful, and complicated area to design in the whole house.
Catch the show this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on NTV.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability? Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Well, thank you for staying with us. You're watching NTV Weekend Edition. Now, Makueni County may just be one of the most dangerous places for women and children. The cases of sexual and gender-based violence are startling, and it's been getting worse since the country started its battle with COVID-19. For many victims who live in the shadow of this violence, justice seems a long way off, as often the perpetrators of these crimes go unpunished. Well, tonight, NTV's Layla Mohammed puts the epidemic of sexual and gender-based violence in Makueni under the microscope. Here's part one of her special report.
Nestled among the lush green that frames the villages in Makueni County are lives battered and bruised. The ripples of unimaginable pain veiled in the stillness. Such horridness in the face of beauty. It could just be a piece of heaven, but for many here it is a slice of hell. The squeezed pathways leading to Kikoko village in Kilungu are tucked in the steep inclines in the hilliest parts of Makueni. Walking through them feels like staring down an abyss. In this compound, a man gently holds his granddaughter, his mien revealing little of the strife that he and his family has had to endure. As the head of this home, he is the father and the mother of his children and a grandfather to the family's newest member, this 6-month-old baby. His wife died 10 years ago while giving birth to their last-born child.
Mimi nafanyanga kazi ngumu ya kuanjiliwa na watu kulima, kukonga mawe, kutoa matofali, hakuna kazi nyingine mimi nafanyanga.
In between menial jobs, he has to come home to help his youngest daughter with the baby. She is only 14 years old.
Mimi ni baba ya watoto 5. Na mtoto wangu wa 4 ndio alipewa mimba na mzee mwingine. Na hiyo mtoto alipewa mimba akiwa 13 years. Na hata hiyo mzee anajua hiyo mtoto ni wangu na ana mama. Hata hiyo ilikuwa ni jambo la kushangaza.
When her baby was born, the young girl had to stay in hospital for a month, and he had to make the 6-kilometer journey from home to check on mother and child daily.
Na huyo mtoto wakati alinjifungua mtoto wa kilo 1.7. Nami nikaenda huko mtungi wa visenda nikapeleka pambas na soup. Karibu mwezi mzima ndio huyo mtoto akaweza kufikisha kilo 2.
The 14-year-old girl, suddenly thrust into motherhood, had trouble adjusting. There's little her father could do to help her nurse the baby. She had to find her own way to do it.
After she was sent to the hospital, baba alikuja. Hiyo ilikuwa wakati wa corona. Akaniambia ameambiwa kuje na nguo za mtoto kwa sababu msichana alikuwa amejifungua na hajui ni nguo gani. So haraka tu nilienda kwa nyumba pamoja na wamama wengine, tukasaidia kutafuta nguo za mtoto, alafu tukampatia akaenda hospitali.
All torn up by her circumstance, she gives us a glimpse into her pain. Her child, the fruit of an unspeakable act by someone she knew too well, trusted even.
Alikuwa ananiambia nikimuona niende. Mimi tu nikaenda. Venye nilienda akanipatia biscuit, sweet na mandazi. Akaniambia chukua hizo na usiseme, kesho nitakuja kukuambia kitu. Venye nilienda akaniambia tukutanie pale kwa kicheka. Mimi venye nilikutana na yeye akaniambia twende kwangu. Mimi nikamuuliza nitaenda kwako kufanya nini? Akaniambia nitaenda kukuonesha. Venye aliniambia hivyo, mimi tu nikaenda. Bibi yake alikuwa hapo nyumbani. Akaniambia utapitia hapa nyuma bibi yangu asikuone. Mimi nikapitia tu, akaenda tu akaanzia kunishikashika mwili yangu. Na venye alikuwa ananishikashika, mimi nikamwambia mimi sijui vibaya na mimi niko shule, kwa hivyo mimi achana na mimi niende nyumbani. Akaniambia hapana, tukae hapa kidogo. Mimi nikamwambia mimi sikai hapa. Venye nilimwambia hivyo akanitoa sukari, na venye alinitoa mimi nikamwambia sasa wewe unanitoa sukari na watu venye watatuona wataenda kuambia babangu mimi niache. Akakosa kuniacha. Mimi akaniambia shika 50 bob na usiseme.
She was then enmeshed in frequent hide-and-seek sessions with her abuser to stay under his wife's radar, with the gifts luring her to her abuser's den, ranging from sugarcane to money. Her baby is now at the center of a paternity battle that has been playing out in court. The baby's grandfather, restrained by law from speaking about the case, still hopes the law will shackle the perpetrator and emotionally free their daughter, long robbed of her childhood.
Nafaa kuwa darasa la 6. Then from there tuliongea na baba yake mzazi because the mother is late. Kutoka hapo sasa tukaanza kufuatilia the issue. Katika kesi hii ya huyu msichana tajaribu kuzungumza na babake tuone ikiwa mtoto akiwa mkubwa anaweza rudi shuleni, lakini kuna changamoto. Hana mama mzazi na hana nyanya wala babu. Kwa hivyo mzazi ambaye ni tegemeo ni babake peke yake na kazi yake ni ya vibarua. Kwa hivyo sijui kufikia hapo labda sasa serikali ingilie baada ya mtoto akiwa mkubwa tuone vile tutamsaidia.
From the remote hamlets to the urban areas, the scars of violence against innocence run deep under the veil of normalcy. In this home in Wote, play and bond, oblivious of their complex blood relations. All 3 of them share a father. But one of them was born of a forbidden act, a father who forced himself on his daughter. The baby's grandmother breaks down every time she thinks of how her husband took away her daughter's dignity.
Ilikuwa on Saturday, mwezi wa 6. Aliniitisha chai. Kwanza alituma wakaenda wakanunua mkate. Na mimi akaniambia nimweke chai. Nilipomweka chai akanishika akanikanyangea hapo kwa kitanda na akanishika.
Nilijaribu kupiga kelele wa majirani wa kusaidia.
Hakukuwa mtu.
Her own father, she says, threatened her and intimidated her into silence until the secret she kept could no longer be hidden.
Alikuja kukundua kama ni mjamzito mwezi wa 10. Saa alifushikwa na babake aliambiwa asiwahi niambia. Mimi hapo hata saa hii akiongea mimi nasikianga uchungu. Hata inaniumiza sana.
The perpetrator was handed a 20-year sentence after being found guilty of rape. A DNA test that proved he was the baby's father sealed his fate.
Mtoto ananiambianga tu lea watoto na usiwe na usiwe na mashida yote, usiwe nafikiria wachana tu nao, lakini lea watoto tu. Msichana hata alikuwa anaambiwa nisiwahi mkataza kuenda kanisa.
This church embodies the strain of this interminable sexual violence that has ripped through the community. It is their sole source of solace amid the turmoil.
If you touch my private parts,
the social workers here help the children muster the courage to speak out against those who would do harm to them. It's a guide to an uncertain life for the children aged between 10 and 17. And an important lesson about their being.
As you now, you are in a family, Cindy. Now you interact with your mother, your father, their extended family members.
At the end of the session, the children write down their own experiences, their fears, those tests that bind them all together. From the scribblings on the cards and out of the diverse backgrounds, shared patterns emerge, like recurring dreams in a collective conscience.
A certain friend of mine was forced to have sex with her father so as to have increased pocket money. What was the immediate action she should have taken to avoid this, because she is not willing?
When someone has been raped by her pastor and goes to tell the church leadership, they don't want to take the most control, or wanyamaze na wakwambie unyamaze. What can someone do?
Mine is just a question on how to deal with the close relatives who usually defile their nephews and nieces in the name of they are just assisting them because they are orphans. How can we as girls deal with the men who usually abuse us as orphans? Just help.
In my school, watchman touched a girl's private part while she was buying something. He was taken to jail, but now he is working as a motorist.
There is a girl in our school who tells her the father touches her private parts and he gives her 200 shillings, but she asks her not to tell. How can she be helped?
This an ensemble of ghosts that continue to haunt them.
Well, it is the disturbing, sad reality of what is happening in our country, specifically that report there in Makueni County. You can be part of the conversation on our social media platforms at Leila Mohammed, at NTV Kenya, at Zeynab Ismail, the hashtag NTV Weekend Edition, hashtag Resident Evil. Stay with us because part 2 of this report will be airing in a moment.
I have good taste and only go for things that are real.
Only Manji make the real digestive biscuits. Real crunchy, real tasty, and a real source of high fiber. Manji digestive biscuits, the real thing.
Full house this season when the family comes together.
To reconnect.
One thing we do, we watch GoTV. We love it.
Is everyone's favorite place this festive season.
Usimiss out. Get GoTV decoder kwa shilingi 1999.
GoTV. Love it.
Every day, you hear news reports about the violence that children face.
We face sexual violence that tears our lives apart. We are beaten in our homes while we're supposed to be safe, and even in school. We are insulted and berated.
If you see me being sexually abused, stop it.
If you see me being beaten, stop it.
If you see me being hit, stop it.
If you see me being bullied, stop it.
The violence against us will not end until you stop it. And the stories will remain the same until you change them.
Any form of violence against children is wrong. Report cases of abuse to a trusted adult, children's officers, the police, or call the child helpline 116. Spot it and stop it.
Enjoy Christmas fantastic offers with Hisense. From smart Android TVs with Bluetooth and a warranty of 2 years to fridges and newly introduced chest freezers with a 5-year compressor warranty. Offers are running in leading supermarkets and electronic stores countrywide until 10th January 2021. Hurry to get one today till stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
Kitisuru Amani Gardens apartments located near the International School of Kenya are almost complete. American kitchen with featured cabinets, solar panels, bedrooms with an ensuite master bathroom, swimming pool, gym, backup generator and borehole among other features. Call us. Our Kenyan number is +254 733 926 935. In the USA, call +1 205 948 7797. Kitisuru Amani Gardens Apartments, where elegance and luxury meet.
Are you thinking of bringing light into your house? Think of Sumo Candle. Why Sumo Candle? It is non-drip, doesn't smell and has no smoke. It's giving you money value by burning for a long time, and it is also brighter. Any day, anytime, Sumo Candle is the best for you. Purchase Sumo Candle from the nearest shop at a pocket-friendly price. Always smile and walk with Sumo Candle from Rock Industries Limited. For inquiries, visit our offices at Ndume Road off Lungalunga Road behind Carton Manufacturers near Sinai Stage. You can also talk to us through 0722 575 619 or 0736 028 181.
Hi, I am Elut Kipchoge, World Marathon Record holder. I am here to encourage you to be active, to keep moving, and be positive in life. Remember to continue using your Hapsa debit or credit card when out shopping to win fantastic rewards. That's African Acid. That's Hapsa.
The festive season is here, and we are at a higher risk of getting infected with COVID-19. As the virus continues to spread, how can we enjoy the holiday and still protect ourselves and our loved ones? When sneezing or coughing, cover your mouth with your elbow or tissue. Wash your hands regularly with running water and soap, or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
This message has been brought to you by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the European Union, Government of Canada, and Amref Health Africa.
The Makueni County Referral Hospital is the beating heart of the county. The hospital aisles and walkways are teeming with patients and their minders, friends and families checking in on their loved ones on the mend. But behind these walls and amid the flutter of hospital activity, some other patients are secretly healing their emotional scars above the visible and physical. Health workers are tending to one such patient. She was brought in a week ago with a broken jaw. She needed reconstructive surgery. The path that led her here was born of peril. She had argued with her husband after he took her money, 50 shillings, all she had to put food on the table for the day. Her insistent pleas to give it back, and her a broken jaw.
Mali umeshinda ndiko umenitolea hii mdomo, umeniletea mdomo hapo. Kumwambia basi kama kukulisha chakula ni mdomo, nimanyamaza. Mimi nilikuja kustukia tu, nikijipindua ndani na mwakika nasikia mdomo iko peke yake, kichwa iko peke yake. Sasa nilianza kutoa damu ile inaingia na ndani. Ndio mtoto wangu alisikia. Akafika basi hivi. Akaniona damu ikiwa inatoka. Na akatoka nje akiwa anafika nduru analia.
She is now on the mend, at least for her physical wounds, but she still worries for her children and her husband, who has become a stranger to her and her family.
Alinipatia kwanza na message. Nikajishuku sasa. Nikaenda nikafima. Na mimi nikapatikana na ugonjwa. Nikauliza na daktari, kuna mahali kuna wasiwasi? Nikamwambia kuna. na ukipatikana utafanya nini? Kumwambia utatulia, nikamwambia nitatulia.
While at the hospital's Gender Recovery Center, she gets the care she needs to heal body and mind.
Since from March up to date, we have been having cases of domestic violence whereby the women are more affected. They are violated by their husbands or their partners because they expect the father, the husbands to provide food. But most of them lost job because of coronavirus. So there's a lot of marital conflicts, and you find also when they fight, also their children are affected emotionally.
Psychologist Penina Ndonye says alcohol and substance abuse have been fueling the rise in cases of domestic and sexual violence. The GBV Recovery Center has so far received 141 cases of sexual assault, 84 cases of physical assault, and 7 cases of sodomy involving young children. The facility has also lost 7 people who succumbed to their injuries while receiving care here. Between January and September, Makueni County has recorded a startling 786 cases of domestic and sexual violence.
I have not been happy with the law enforcers because we have such beautiful laws, but they are not implementing them. You find that perpetrators of sexual and gender-based violence are going scot-free.
While they seek medical care and safety away from harm, an isolated center in a discreet location will be a temporary haven.
The key admission criteria for admitting at the safe shelter can be either security, can be either when the perpetrator has not yet been apprehended. Now, when they move to the safe shelter, basically, if they were on medical management, they'll continue with the medical management.
The shelter has 2 wings for either gender. These empty beds represent the patients who have succeeded in piecing together their torn lives and had the courage to go back home. So for reasons that are purely on security matters, we cannot disclose the exact location of this safe shelter for victims of gender-based violence who are survivors indeed within this Makueni County. However, we can confirm that it doesn't discriminate on age or gender. However, the victims can only be here for 14 days only. The center has been up and running since March at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic.
It took us 2 months for everything now to come back to normal, and now the reporting came ×2. In which case now we saw cases being reported of violence that was that occurred in March, in April, and up to date there are cases which are still coming up that they are a little bit delayed. It is a challenge because now the evidence collection has already been destroyed.
The recovery center and the safe space were the brainchild of the Makueni County administration, which hopes to enforce measures against violence through policies and legislation.
We have gender mainstreaming policy, so that's the foundation. Because without policy, it's somebody, if another government comes up and finds this gender recovery center, they will say it doesn't need to be there.
While they receive medical care, they also get legal aid to begin the process of seeking justice for the atrocities committed against them.
If we can get pro bono lawyers, we do. If we can we use our lawyers, because we have a directorate of legal, we do that. So I've found that when we speak out, our cases really don't, so justice is actually done. The problem is that a lot of people, because of very meager income, so some of them actually do not appear in court, but where we can, we provide transport.
On the floor of the Makueni County Assembly, Janet, a nominated member and an activist against sexual violence, is kicking her fight against GBV a notch higher. She has proposed a bill seeking to secure the rights of persons against sexual harassment or violence within the workplace and keep those preying on the vulnerable at bay.
We are all human beings and we can work together. We are equal. The only difference we have is biological. I am looking and I am dreaming to see that society.
The bill proposes training for law enforcement and the local leadership on how to handle cases of violence.
Actually, I had a very traumatizing case from Mutitwande some times back, where a 4-year-old boy was sodomized. The boy was treated at Nairobi Hospital. By then, we didn't have the Gender Violence Recovery Center. So it is not only women who are going through this. Even young children are suffering a lot.
Little and measured steps towards healing the wounds of violence in this community. For these scarred and scared people, it is an arduous journey with no finish line in sight. Like prisoners without a name or cells without numbers, they harbor a strong desire for change. For now, they will wait for the storm to pass. Leila Mohammed, NTV, in Makueni County.
Truly disturbing, but thank you, Leila, for highlighting these issues. And a lot of feedback. Just to read one at Mwalimu Katebes saying, it pains me to see kids being molested by the same adults. We should be protecting them. Communities and those in authority should speak out, and probably harsher penalties should also be meted. At NTV Kenya, hashtag NTV Weekend Edition. Talk to us. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Ukikwama, utaambia nini watu? Waambie bra, when I gotta go, I gotta go. Hi, sweetheart. When lori imekata break. Bra, when you gotta go with Neptune.
Neptune. Toilet paper for wherever you are.
Kila siku unapokaza mshipi, unapozidi bidii, unapoongeza maarifa ya kuimarisha maisha, unapoongeza nguvu ya kukusongeza mbele, unaposherehekea na kuwakaribisha wengine kufurahia nawe, unapojijenga kibiashara na kuonyesha penzi lako, unga unaozaidisha uko papo hapo, kuzaidisha utamu wa maisha kwa kila namna, kila mara. Familia ya Ajab imeongezeka ili uzidishe mapishi. Mambo ni Ajab.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa? Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi! Guy! What the?
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
I've been with the Lab Fund for the last 27 years. We have opened regional offices to cater for our members. This has made our members to get our services promptly. They don't need to come to Nairobi. Digitization has helped us shorten the number of days we process our members' claims. It has been a long, rough, and satisfying journey, but we now operate like an international company. Lab Fund Amal is a Sharia compliant window opened by Lab Fund to cater for our members who did not want anything to do with interest. We welcome everyone to save with Lab Fund Amal.
Lab Fund, celebrating 60 years of service.
Union Pay cards are widely accepted at POS and ATM nationwide. Union Pay cards can also be widely used for e-commerce payments. These and many more local and international merchants accept Union Pay. Hey Kenya! It's time to earn while you spend with your Union Pay card. Yes, you get 10% back on every purchase, rewarding you as you swipe. Union Pay, your way. Ruiru Mabati Factory offers best quality Mabati at the most affordable prices. We pride in over 10 years experience. Our products have 15-year warranty and are KEB certified. We manufacture box profile, Europe tile, Jenga tile, corrugated profile, among others in a wide variety of colors. Enjoy our free delivery in just 72 hours. To order, call us now on 0111 050 700. Ruiru Mabati Factory, Mali Safi kwa bei poa.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, here's something you don't see every day. And that's what this crowd in Kabarnet in Baringo County was here to see. A fully grown but dead python hitching a ride in a matatu. Only the passengers who took the 100-kilometer journey from Chesiromon in Tiati to Kabarnet didn't know it was on board. The snake was killed by locals in Tiati when it attacked a small boy who's still nursing injuries in hospital. The driver who put it in the luggage carrier said he wanted to show it off to people who have never seen such a huge snake before. Baringo is known for its deadly serpents, most of which patrol the lowlands of Baringo and Tiati, a menace that haunts the residents and their livestock. Oh wait, I was trying to hide from actually looking at the serpent. I'm scared of snakes. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the sports news.
Malkia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
Piga *444# utunukiwe Credo double.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. Panadol Extra, now with new Optizorb technology to fight multiple tough pains with 3 times more pain-relieving medicine in the first 30 minutes when you need it most. Seeing them support themselves makes any pain worth it. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Hi, I am Ismail World Marathon Tokotol. I am here to encourage you to be active, to keep moving, and be positive in life. Remember to continue using your Hapsa debit or credit card when out shopping to win fantastic rewards. That's Africanacity. That's Absa.
subscribe, go to www.drinkiq.com.
This festive season, stand a chance to win at Westgate Shopping Mall. Spend a total of 10,000 shillings or more for an instant prize and a chance to win the grand prize of 500,000 shillings worth of Westgate shopping vouchers and many more amazing prizes, including a home makeover from Hot Point Appliances, a set of luxury watches from the Diamond Watch Cry.
Unapojijenga kibiashara na kuonyesha penzi lako, unga unaozaidisha uko papo hapo, kuzaidisha utamu wa maisha kwa kila namna, kila mara. Familia ya Ajab imeongezeka ili uzidishe mapishi. Mambo ni Ajab.
This Christmas, jaza kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Krisi, ipambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
How do you design your kitchen?
Design is very open. You can do anything which is comfortable to you with the space you have, but it should work professionally.
A review of a kitchen that boosts the look of your house.
It would be important to note at this point is the kitchen has now become the soul of the home.
What materials to use in your kitchen and how to pair tones when setting your stage.
Kitchen is the most expensive, stressful and complicated area to design in the whole house.
Catch the show this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on NTV.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability? Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Well, time for some sporting action now, and Kenyan international Michael Olunga scored his 28th goal of the season at the Japanese top-tier league concluded today. The goal against newly crowned champions Kawasaki Frontale only but widened the gap between the Golden Boot winner and the second-best goal scorer, Brazilian Everaldo, who also scored today his 18th. Olunga's opener against the champs was not enough as Kashiwa Reysol lost the match 3-2. The former Tusker FC forward has scored against Yokohama FC, Vissel Kobe, Shonan and Gamba Osaka among other clubs, while in January Olunga's club will take on Tokyo FC in the J-League Cup final. And former World Youth 3,000 meter bronze medalist Sheila Chelagat and former Africa cross-country bronze medalist Charles Yosei won the second Athletics Kenya cross-country meet held today at the Koitalel Samoei University grounds in Nandi County. Chelagat of Kenya Police clocked 34 minutes and 25.46 seconds to beat Joyce Chepleting of KDF to second place. Yosei of Kenya Prisons clocked 30 minutes and 38.3 seconds to win the senior men's race, closely beating Fairness Kipleting of Nandi County, who finished in second place ahead of third place Nicholas Kimeli of Elgeyo Marakwet County. It was also a good outing for Africa Junior 5,000 meter champion Agnes Jebet, who won the junior women's race, and upstart Felix Korir, who clinched the junior men's category. And Kenyan-born Dennis Okoth lost by technical knockout in the 6th round against Rashad Marty in Florida. Marty beat an injured Okoth in the opening fight on the Gennady Golovkin Kamil undercard. Okoth appeared to injure his right leg after Marty landed a right hand a little more than a minute into the 6th round. A vulnerable Okoth backed up into the ropes and Marty threw a barrage of power punches before the referee stopped the fight.
Rashad Mahdi with a final round stoppage. He improves.
Undefeated Rashad Mahdi.
Ждать, естественно, поляк.
Берет инициативу в свои руки, как говорится.
Да, начинает выбрасывать.
Well, Manchester City moved up to 5th place in the English Premier League with an important 1-0 victory out Southampton as Raheem Sterling's first-half goal proved to be the winning one. In the early kick-off, Liverpool ended a 3-month wait for an away win in the Premier League in comprehensive fashion with a 7-0 thrashing of Crystal Palace to move 6 points clear at the top of the table. Roberto Firmino and Mohamed Salah scored twice at Selhurst Park, while Takumi Minamino, Sadio Mane and Jordan Henderson also netted. Liverpool had not won in their previous 5 league games and have already dropped more points this season than they had prior to sealing a first league title in 30 years last season. Victory ensured Liverpool will lead the league at Christmas for a third successive season, and on this evidence will take some catching in the new year. In the late kick-off, Newcastle host Fulham, while Sunday fixtures kick off with Sheffield United's visit to Brighton. In other matches, Tottenham Hotspur host Leicester City, Manchester United entertain Leeds United as Aston Villa travel to West Brom.
Bunch. A sensational 7 for Liverpool. Salah has come on and scored 2. He can barely believe.
Well, must be a happy moment for Liverpool fans. Now, Qatar inaugurated its latest stadium on Friday for the 2022 World Cup with a half-capacity 20,000-strong crowd who had all tested for the coronavirus or antibodies beforehand, but social distancing was minimal. The launch of the Al Rayyan venue, 24 kilometers west of the capital Doha, marks one of the largest sports gatherings anywhere in the world since the start of the pandemic. In New Zealand, more than 20,000 fans attended a Super Rugby event 6 days after the country declared itself COVID-free. Similar numbers are attending some National Football League games in the US despite surging infections and deaths. Fans were able to apply for tickets to Friday's event if they either tested positive for the virus antibodies or tested negative for COVID-19 at accredited clinics in the days before the opening. The 40,000-seat ground, which will host 7 matches during Qatar 2022 up to and including the round of 16 stage, hosted the domestic Emir Cup final as its inaugural match.
Wait. لحظة. حتى amazing.
Well, that brings us to the end of our bulletin this hour. Many thanks for watching. My name is Zeynab Ismail. Our sign language interpreter this evening was David Agondoa. Till tomorrow, stay safe and have a lovely night.